All right, hey, what's up, everybody? Back with another day where I am going to build my own food plan on an app called My Macros Plus, and I'm going to throw it up here on YouTube. Maybe it'll help somebody else figure out how to build theirs as well. I'm going to put a couple of links in the description down below to the app on both the iOS store and the Android store. So if you want to go get the app, you can go get it there. It costs like $2 or $3, but definitely worth it if it helps you stay consistent and on track with your overall goals. I do these every single day. If you find this to be helpful, please hit like on it, maybe even to subscribe. There's a couple of very quick things I wanted to show you that I'm very excited about today. I got in my protein. I am so thankful that I got more protein in. This is, again, the ISO Pure. I got the chocolate peanut butter, and it is just as delicious as the apple was. It dissolves just as good. This is by far and away my favorite protein isolate drink that I have had in a long, long time. I really struggle with other brands whenever they don't dissolve all the way. Like, I mix mine with water, and if it doesn't basically turn into like water, I can't drink it. And if it's got bubbles, if it's got froth, I just can't do it. So I'm super excited to have gotten that in. And there's something else I'm actually going to show you on the plan here today. My wife got these because she was making a dinner meal with them, and I actually checked the nutrition or the macros on the back. It's only 90 calories for one of these Hawaiian rolls, only 2 grams of fat. So I actually was able to work 2 of those in to my plan today. I could have done more, but trying to slow my roll, no pun intended. I'll show you what I did with this here in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and start the app. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I've built already today, and then we're going to talk about how to proceed, the mental part of how are we going to finish this plan based off of what we've already done. The mental part of this, a lot of times, is the hardest part. The math kind of works itself out. You know, the number of calories and the number of protein grams and all that stuff. That all ends up kind of doing its own thing, and the math is what it is. But the mental part of this is always kind of unusual or unique, and that's kind of the things that I want to talk about on these videos mostly. So let's take a quick look here now. Typically, whenever I build my plans, I've got a 3-step process that I follow every single time, nearly every single time. The first step of my 3 steps is come up with something like a staple. So a staple is something that you can do every single day that's the same. It's one specific meal that you can go, okay, I'm going to put this in every day. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to wonder, well, what am I going to eat or drink during this time? For me, my staples are my pre and my post-workout meals. And the reason they are staples for me is because it's always a whey protein drink. As you can see here, my pre and my post-workout both have the chocolate peanut butter whey protein drink. My post-workout then has some gummy bears for a nice post-workout carb energy boost there. So step 1, find something that you can make your daily staples. Doesn't matter if it's your pre-workout or a breakfast or whatever it is. It just makes it easier to start your day. Plus, this is a lot of protein that I need anyway, so double whammy. So step 2, are you craving something? Did you wake up and think, I would love a Pop-Tart, right? Well, so if you did, what I recommend is trying to add and put in your cravings before you actually build your food for the day. The reason I say that is because a lot of people end up going off of their plan and going off the rails, so to speak, because they feel like they're depriving themselves a bunch. And they feel like they can't live a life of happiness or fullness or something. So being able to work in those cravings and sort of those quote-unquote naughty foods will help you stay consistent, right? It'll help you stay on track longer, especially because a lot of those foods will actually end up fitting into your plan mathematically. So put in your cravings here if you've got any, and then go on to step 3, the last step, which is now just build your plan from the first meal of the day that you're going to eat and work your way towards the end of the day. And that's what we're going to do. Let's take a quick look at what I've done so far, and then we'll talk about how to proceed. For my lunch, you can see here 2 Hawaiian rolls. That's my Hawaiian rolls. I love these. The problem with Hawaiian rolls is they've only got 2 grams of fat, only 90 calories for a roll, but I could probably eat 12 if I was going just untethered and going to go ham on that. But they're delicious, and I was able to work these in. I haven't done this. I haven't had a Hawaiian roll since last year. This is now almost May. So was really excited to get these here and realize mathematically they worked into my plan just fine. So I had the Hawaiian roll. I put some turkey on these. I actually made a couple of like small kind of summer sandwiches type things. Didn't put anything else on it. Didn't feel like I needed it. And a couple of sweet peppers here. This meal is my picture on this video. It's going to be the prime picture. So very easy lunch. Very happy about the Hawaiian rolls. I can't express how happy I am about those. They're just sweet. I just love them. They're sweet. Probably the sugar in them. I didn't even look. All I looked at was the fat and the calories. For dinner, here's what I'm going to be doing. I did something similar to this yesterday where I did some soft tacos with beef. Today what I'm going to do is I actually saw this on Instagram, which was somebody took Quest protein chips and made like a taco salad out of the same ingredients basically. So I'm gonna put the taco chips in, the protein chips, and then the beef, that's the taco flavored beef. I'm gonna put some rice in there. I'm gonna put some guacamole. I'm gonna put some fat-free sour cream, fat-free yogurt, sorry, because it tastes like sour cream, and some fat-free cheddar cheese. So all of that is gonna be essentially a taco bowl with some really nice macros. It's almost 1,000 calories, so it's gonna be a decent sized meal. But 78 grams of protein and 84 grams of carbs, almost equal, which is fantastic. I like whenever those things are almost equal. The fat ends up being only 30 grams of fat, but that's okay because I hardly used any on my first meal. So fine there. For snacks, I'm going to do 1 cup of chicken bone broth. I just put that in the microwave for a minute and then drink it. I'm going to have 1 frozen fruit bar today. And then later, for sort of a second dinner to snack, I'm going to have some more broccoli and 5 ounces of turkey meatballs. These are just 5 1-ounce balls of grounded up turkey meat. So all of that said and done, if we look at what I've done here so far at the top, we still need to get about 800 calories left before I hit my max. I'll be happy to get 600 of those, so we got a little bit of ways to go there. But the nice thing is there's nothing at the top, my protein, carbs, and fat, nothing is like getting real slim. You know, a lot of times I build these plans, and by this point, my fat's down to like 5 grams left, and it's difficult in those situations. But with what we've got right here, what I want to probably really kind of do is concentrate a little bit more on the carbs right now because carbs is still a little bit heavy. But if it gets the protein and gets a little bit of fat, we're going to be okay with that too because I've got some room for that. So when I think of carb-heavy type of opportunities, one of the things I think about is the frozen fruit bars. I've already got one on here already, but if you've watched my previous videos, you're going to know that sometimes I'll eat 2 or 3 of these things a day. They got 0 protein, 0 fat, 15 grams of carbs each, but it's got real fruit in it made by Outshine. They're delicious. So I'm going to go ahead and do, actually, another fruit bar because I know I'm going to be able to eat it, and it fits in my plan very nicely. Did I add it? I sure did. I'm going to keep thinking here, more carbs-related stuff, so I'm thinking of maybe some Ezekiel Toast, which I've been really enjoying lately. So let's do some Ezekiel Toast for some carbs, not 3 slices. Let's not get too crazy. Let's do 2, which is going to add 30 grams of carbs and actually a nice little 10 grams of protein on that as well, which is nice. Which almost equaled out completely my protein and carbs at the top. If you notice, about 50-something of each left. So that's really good. What I want to do now is I want to be thinking of something that's equal, protein and carbs, if possible. So whenever I think of something equal, one of the first things I think of is a 1 protein bar made by the One Company because they are exactly equal on protein and carbs, 21 grams each. Let's go to there, 21 grams each. And my fat's okay because it's only 8 grams. I've got room for that left. And okay, so here we are. Oh, some reason I didn't put that in there. Where'd that go? Oh, I did the. How did I do Ezekiel bread twice? That wasn't supposed to happen. Take that out. Try that again. 1 bar. Literally 1 bar. There we go. Much better. So at the top, I'm down to 543 calories remaining. I'd like to probably knock out 300 more of those. Got some good snacks going on here. I think something that I might try to do here actually is expand some of what I've already got in here instead of trying to add more food in. So I'm looking at like my snacks or the food that I'm going to eat tonight. Let's actually do this. Let's add in a little bit more fat-free cheddar cheese because I enjoy that cheese and it's 0 fat, which is nice. Let's bump this up to 50 total grams. That didn't do a lot. It did just a little bit. And how about a little bit of fat-free baked beans for tonight for my second dinner. This is going to be Bush's Country Style Vegetarian Baked Beans. Let's do about 150 grams. Let's see where that puts us. That's going to be pretty dang close. Okay, now I just want to knock out just a little bit more protein, and I'll be happy with where this plan has ended up at. And to do that, you know what I'm going to do? That Ezekiel Toast that I mentioned earlier, let's put a little bit of Greek yogurt on that. This is flavored Greek yogurt this time, but it's got 12 grams of protein, 8 grams of carbs. And we're going to leave this plan just as it is. Now, if I wanted to keep eating, if it gets to be before bedtime and I think I'm still hungry, I could add in like a beef jerky because that's 9 grams of protein, 1 carb, 1 fat. So that could still work in here. Plenty of room for that. So there's still opportunity here, but based off of the numbers that I'm hitting, this would be fine to leave it as is. So what that means is 274 calories remaining. That's underneath my max of 2,700 calories, which is what I've calculated for myself as a cutting or a dieting max that I would like to hit. So this actually looks good. So this plan was nice for a couple reasons. One is I got to add in something that I have not had for quite some time. And to be honest, if I had not have had this in the house and did not look at these, I would have just assumed that they were not going to be able to work my plan because they were going to be too high in fat. So strangely, because they were here and I got a chance to look at, don't just assume something's not going to work because you think it's not going to work. Actually, check it out. I made that mistake and I've missed out on Hawaiian rolls for 6 months now. So very excited about that. Very excited to get my ISO Pure. I'm going to put a link in the description down below to get this on Amazon if you're interested. It's fantastic. And that's it. That's how today's plan went. It looks good. A lot of food. Excited about the tacos. Excited about the Hawaiian rolls, the protein. I'm excited about the food today. So very, very good day. So thanks y'all so much for watching. Again, the app is called My Macros Plus. Links in the description down below to the iOS and the Android store. If this was helpful, hit like, maybe even to subscribe. That's it. I got food to eat. Peace out. See y'all tomorrow.